Okay, hi. In this video, we'll talk about how to basically connect your CapnoTrainer to your software and start running a session. But before we start running a session, we should know what these buttons mean and what these LEDs mean, and what does this white thing means, and what does it do, and this line. Okay. So there are two buttons on the CapnoTrainer. The top button is basically to power it on. If you hold it down and let go, it will start running a CapnoTrainer. It will start it basically. Then there are four LEDs, and then there is this another button. The top LED means that it is turned on. If it is off, then it will not be green. The second LED is basically the battery LED. If it is above 60%, it's green, otherwise it's orange and then red. Red means that you should charge it. The third LED means that it is not connected via Bluetooth or USB cable to your computer or phone. So that's why it's red. If it is connected via Bluetooth to your computer, then it will be green, or to your mobile phone, then it will be green. Otherwise, it will be red. Or if it is connected to your computer via USB cable, not Bluetooth, then it will be orange. The fourth LED is basically it's basically telling you that if this thing and the lines are connected or not. If they're not connected, it is orange. If it is connected, then it will turn to green. So let's connect it. So the way you connect it is basically on here you see this white thing, and you have the same ending here. You align the nudges on the water trap with this, and then you rotate it clockwise, and it will be firmly connected. Once you have it connected, you can take a sampling line, and there are two ends of the sampling line. The one end has a screw part, and the other has a nasal cannula. I'll keep the nasal cannula towards me and use the screw part and connect it to simply screw it. Make sure that it's tight enough, not too tight enough that you cannot unscrew it later on, but it's tight enough so that there are no leaks here. Okay, so once I've connected this, you'll notice that the fourth LED turns to green. Now on your CapnoTrainer software, you can start it by clicking on the desktop icon, or go to Spotlight Search or Application folder, wherever you want to start it. Enter your email address and password if they're not already filled in, and then click on sign in. Now, depending on if you are a Go Personal Professional user or a basic user, you can go into the session screen by clicking on proceed without a client name, or begin a session with a client, or begin a session with a trainer, or things like that. But all those options eventually takes you to the session screen. So this is what we refer to as session screen. I will click here to maximize the screen. Now it may be possible that you have these options showing up a little bigger, like for example it may show up like this. Let me make this. If they are really big, what you can do is you can press these plus and minus icons to zoom in and out. So if I click on zoom out, it makes everything smaller, and I can click on it a few more times to make sure that everything sits on the screen properly. If you have a bigger screen, then it may not be a problem, but you have a smaller monitor size, then it may be a problem, and you can zoom out as much as you like. Okay, the shortcut to do that is basically when you have the CapnoTrainer app selected, the top main menu, there is this zoom icon, and it says that Alt I and Alt O are the shortcut keys for zooming in and zooming out. So if I hold down the Alt key and press I continuously, so it will zoom in, and if I press the Alt key and press O continuously, then it will zoom out. So just a small adjustment will be fine. Okay, so once you're on this screen, what you can do is you should connect the CapnoTrainer to your computer. Now there are two ways, as I mentioned earlier. You can either connect it via USB cable or via Bluetooth. If you want to connect it via Bluetooth, you don't necessarily need to pair it with your computer's Bluetooth. CapnoTrainers come with this USB dongle. The way they work is basically if you have it turned on and you connect this dongle to your computer, the CapnoTrainer will automatically pair it with this dongle, and then you can run the software on that computer and connect the software to the CapnoTrainer. Okay, so I'll connect this dongle to my computer. You'll notice that as soon as I connected the dongle to my computer, it showed me a notification here, as well as this third LED turns to green, which means that the CapnoTrainer is connected via Bluetooth to my computer. The only step remaining to connect it to the software is basically clicking on this icon which says Connect CapnoTrainer. It's a link icon. As soon as I click on it and it connects the CapnoTrainer, it will turn into a different icon which allows me to disconnect it to the software. So if I click on it, you'll notice a few things. The first is that this raw PCO2 signal starts moving here, and it keeps on moving, so it's basically showing you real-time CO2 data. Because I'm not breathing into it, that's why it's almost zero. My battery percentage is almost 93% charge, so my CapnoTrainer is almost 93% charge. Here it says zero. We'll talk about what it means. This is how you can connect a CapnoTrainer to your computer, and we'll talk about how you can run the session, how to do zero calibration and other things in the next video. Now, if you want to disconnect the CapnoTrainer to your computer software, what you should do is, instead of turning it off first, you should disconnect the CapnoTrainer from your software first. So it's like there is a series of steps you do to connect it, and then you go backward in that direction to disconnect it. So I will disconnect it first, and then I can either take the dongle out of my computer or just turn it off here. Thank you.